Heyo, boss, and welcome back. Today, Chef is going to show us how to make a bone-in seared pork chop with a maple glaze sauce. This is delicious. Without further ado, let's get cooking. So Chef went ahead and picked up some fresh bone-in pork chops, and he's going to go ahead and put them out on a plate and just lightly season them front and back with salt and pepper. And he's going to let them sit out for about 20 to 30 minutes to kind of warm up and let that salt pull the moisture out. But you want always your steaks and burgers to kind of warm up a little before you throw them on a hot pan or grill. After about 20 or so minutes, Chef's going to now season these again with a more coarse AP rub. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, but now it has onion, garlic powder, and this coarse is going to really help with that searing and then add flavor as well. And make sure to get all the sides as Chef is doing. Next up, you're going to take some flour and you're just going to lightly put your pork chops in. And you can see Chef has some pretty good sized pork chops. You want to get some nice thick ones. And just move the pork chop around, bread it on both sides, and then of course always just give it a little bit of shake when you're all done. Don't forget all the ingredients will be listed down below, and check out our blog for the instructions. Chef has a cast iron skillet. He's going to heat this up to a medium heat and throw a couple tabs of butter in there. Once the butter's melted and the pan's nice and hot, go ahead and place your pork chops in. And you don't want to move them too much. Just place them in, let them start to sear. After several minutes, depending on the thickness, the color is going to start to rise up. It's going to start to get darker and darker. Give it a good little flip, and there you have it. Beautiful golden color, got some nice char to it. Great sear. Go ahead and flip these over for another probably 3 to 4, maybe even 5 minutes, depending on how thick they are again. Always check your temperature, 145 or up. You don't want to undercook pork. And then go ahead and take these pork chops off and put them on a cooling rack, just like so, and throw a little tin foil over it just to keep them warm. Next, in that same skillet, you're going to add a little bit of vinegar and then some maple syrup. And Chef's going to cover this for a few minutes just to kind of, heat up and start to boil a little. Now he's got a little bit of water and cornstarch mixture. He's going to help thicken this. So pour that in and start to mix this all around with that heat on still medium. Okay, so while that's kind of sitting, just go ahead and put some brown sugar on those pork chops. This is going to help really with a nice little crust there. Chef has his oven set to broil. And you're going to put these in the oven on broil for about 2 to 3 minutes. Watch them carefully. After 2 to 3 minutes, take these out. You're going to see a beautiful color, all that brown sugar cooked in. And now Chef's just going to go ahead and apply his glaze and get ready to plate these up. That glaze will kind of cook right in, and if it falls over, don't worry, it's all presentation. So there you have it. Beautiful. The pork chops came out delicious. They were juicy. Chef apologizes. He's got to really start cutting into his food to show you. He did want to show you a tip. One thing he did learn, start the glaze while the pork chops are in the oven broiling. Just because his glaze burned a little bit because he started it too early. But we live and learn. Thanks again for checking us out. Make sure to subscribe. And don't forget, cooking should be fun. Have fun doing it.